Yeah, it's called a wide angle lens, Danny.
That's
Welcome
pretty
back to
cool.
another episode of the Jerks Podcast. This is episode something. I'm your host, Mark Carsky, with my co-hosts, Dylan Mahler, Dan McCarty, and Danny Hamel. We have a live studio audience. Oh my God, there's so many people. You guys wouldn't believe it. You can listen to them on.
Hey guys, they're right there.
Look at them all. You guys take it easy, okay?
This is every host for the Jerks at Joe's Tuesday that we run in Villa Park, Illinois, every Tuesday. Podcast at 7.
Illinois.
And we're going to talk about how
Illinois.
men
I got
have it
fans
with
in
the
other places.
international.
I got other fans in other places.
What's the
okay?
farthest fan
Chicago.
that you have?
Well, what's the farthest place from here?
China.
There you go. That's where my farthest fan is.
Really?
Chinese people love me. Yeah. Somebody commented. They were like, "I was with you until you were racist about that Vietnamese person and black guy." I was like, "Are you new here?"
You're like, which one?
Yeah, which one? They all look the same. So how are you guys doing?
Pretty
Pretty
good. It's been
Pretty
a
good.
little bit since we've all
We even
caught
had
up.
Yeah, the all boys.
Yeah, it's been pretty solid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they also changed up the entire scenery on us, by the way. So if this looks different.
Overnight.
If
Yeah,
you even
that's
noticed,
why.
It looks different, but still got our
There,
flag.
there
we got
are
our
half tits
skateboard.
almost.
Danny wants to retaliate. He's like, "I'm taking all of my light bulbs back."
This is
And
seriously. I
that's how
made
you know
this.
he's serious.
We're
dude.
I made this corner perfect.
He bought fake plants, and he's
I
against
did.
that. You're against fake
I
plants.
am.
I knew it.
But there's no windows in here,
There's no way they would survive.
and I still wanted plants.
How many plants do you own, Danny?
Too many. Let's
you were,
not get
dude,
into that.
you were there.
We
you
don't have
saw
to get
it's,
into that.
It's literally
Like
countlessable.
50.
Yeah, countlessable.
50?
It's like your own little
There's
jungle.
more than.
Dude, he showed us where he jerks off on his patio where the flowers block him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I asked him, I saw the seat and I went, "You jerked off out here." And he goes, yeah, the flowers, nobody sees me.
Are you jerking off to
photosynthesis.
the flowers?
He's jerked off onto them. I'll answer
That
for
is
you.
a new bit.
It's a bit. He says he does it as a bit.
Dude, the sun.
Yeah.
It's just a bit,
That's
everybody.
That's what I
Every
do it
time.
for the
the
bit.
cops are taking him away. It was just a bit.
that plant was underage. It wasn't blooming. They all come
Also-
out with heads of you, like just blooming little faces
That's
of you.
the bit.
They don't get funny, the police.
Yeah. They're a little like, we take our job seriously.
You
Duh.
guys see that one guy who on Twitter, he was like, "Yo, if the FBI ever shows up at my place, I'm rocking this." And it was a bomb vest. And then they showed up to his house with that print off of him saying that.
Did he wear
He was
it?
like, "This looks pretty bad on paper." Honestly.
Yeah.
Was he wearing
Yeah.
it?
He wasn't, but that's pretty ballsy of them to still go there.
I like when people say,
Did they just like take it from him?
We never had it. It was
Give
just a
us-
picture off of online, but he was,
when
white.
people are
So what's
like,
the point of them going there if they're not going to?
Well,
just
I'd be
to
scared
prove they
if
could
a
do
white,
it?
If a white guy said that, I'd be like, he might.
clout
Yeah.
chasing. I like when people are like, if they try to take my guns, yeah, I'll be on my doorstep with my gun.
Yeah, I've been shooting coke cans all day. I'm
the-
ready.
You know,
The
that's why they
FBI
want to take them, right?
Dude, I love thinking that, like, what are you gonna do against the U.S. military? You know,
if they try to take my
Dude,
tanks,
you're gonna be outside your house and a UAV is gonna kill you from like a mile away. You're gonna have no idea. Just
You're
your whole entire generations of families are gone.
Not even going to hear it or know what happened.
No, it's
You're
a
just going to
UAV.
fall.
You won't even
and that'll be
see
the
it,
end.
dude.
every future
actually-
generation
Bullets
is
the size of your
decimated.
cock, dude. And I'm serious. Well, it's a lot bigger than mine.
It's just actual size.
Dan was in the Navy. Ever kill anybody?
I used to work with the. I used to work with the munitions, the 50 calibers. They are.
he would
they are
build
as big
bombs.
as my cock.
He would
an
build
interesting
bombs
way
that
to
would
answer
kill
that.
people,
It
and
was-
then they would ask you to be like, "You want to see your work doing work?"
Yeah, and then it would
To
be
metal music. Just
Like Stark Industries.
Basically
Metallica's
Oppenheimer.
Master of Master. You just see like a grade school just.
It's such
I
a good
salute,
song.
and a little tear comes out of my eye.
Wait, they would
know that
show you
song, One?
civilian casualties?
Of course.
It's
So, like,
funny
job
that
well
a
done,
guy,
folks.
They're like all civilians, dude. That's the fun part. It's
No, that's
All
the
I
funny
need.
part. It's also funny that somebody edited that music over it before they showed it to you. They're like, this isn't good enough raw.
Oh yeah, no, they're like, we need to amp this shit up. It's just cut between planes flying.
Danny, next
It's pretty
time
cool.
you make a video, can you add in some planes and some Metallica, please?
Yeah.
All I hear and see is laughter.
You know what? I would love to see a clip of this podcast, but just with airplane noises and
Yes.
Metallica over us talking. People be like, "That's the most metal podcast I've ever
Just
listened
showing
to."
grade school
Are they
getting blown up.
I'm trying to remember who was in it. I saw like a clip of someone talking about hosting an open mic, and then it was like there was a bunch of planes, like they were making it look like PTSD, like just the horrors of hosting an open mic. But I don't feel like we experienced that because I never
never.
host really.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, some people aren't made as strong as we are. That's
And
hosting
in
an-
the military,
Is
they
it
want to
sick that
break
I look
you
forward
down.
to it?
hosting a suburban open mic is like the most noble cause that you could set your life to.
We should all
It's-
get a state.
Noble as hell.
We're kind of
Like-
like veterans.
Yeah, I mean,
We are.
this is basically
get a
like
discount.
war. Listen, I've been there, and this is more. I'll tell you that, okay? this is
that war is stolen valor compared to an open mic.
that's
Yeah.
true. Like soldiers, they don't know what it's like when somebody's running the light. Like, you think flashbangs are bad? Have you ever tried to get like a 60-year-old woman's attention when she's deep in?
Yikes!
I'm not talking about anybody in specific.
It's like, bitch, I'm trying to make fun of you right now. Pay attention.
See, but we're both worried about bombing, but ours is worse.
Yeah, like literally, it's worse.
Oh, you're gonna die? Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta live after
yeah.
this.
At least you
Exactly.
don't have to
I
go
have to live
home
with
after
this.
that.
Yeah. My mom goes, "How was it?" I go, "Shut up, Kathy."
I did. Speaking of bombing, I had a beautiful 5-minute set at an open mic last night of total silence
Nice.
Taylor Street.
from the audience. Oh, yes.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask.
It was. I walked in just as they were wrapping up, so I got to go up there, and I came up, and it was like the crickets were too embarrassed to play. It was that's how quiet it was.
Taylor Street's a little
Yikes.
scary, a little bit.
Especially when you're at the tail end of it, when there's only just like the host and 3 people left.
Well, that's what I'm
Nice.
saying. That's where men are made, you know. And again, there's no more noble a pursuit than bombing on an open mic.
The humility. of it.
Like you're doing that for the country. You're doing that
Yes.
for your God. You're doing that for your family.
For
like
the freedom of the civil. The civil
exactly.
living in
Who's
society.
gonna what's the good of freedom of speech if you don't exercise?
How do you think
Exactly.
women got rights? Comedians.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
thought
I'm
it would be
talking
fun.
truth to
Into
power.
Slavery, comedians.
We were wrong.
It's a fact.
Who started slavery? Comedians.
John Wilkes Booth, improviser.
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like you got to go to Shakers instead of Taylor Street because Derek was here last week and I was kind of jealous I didn't get in the group picture. He's like the master of the group picture.
It was
was
a
a fire.
great group picture.
Yeah.
We're not
so-
going to put it up. I won't edit it in, but just imagine a really good group photo.
It was
He
a
made it look
very
like
good
somebody
group
else was
photo.
holding it.
No, it's like how long is that guy's arm? It's ridiculous.
He's not
It's
that
like,
tall a
It's like
fella,
Michael
but he's
Jordan
got
on Space Jam.
exceptional.
He has reach, but
Anything with athleticism, they're just better at, you know?
Yeah.
Just all the time.
they.
They don't know what he looks like.
Open mic hosts.
But at Shakers, usually the guy's like pressuring us to like try to buy a drink, like the bartender there. But then the last
Yeah.
couple weeks, I feel like something happened because he'd usually aggressively walk up to people and be like, "What can I do for you? What can I get for you?" And just kind of like an old guy. I'm like, "You're not gonna run out of money. You're gonna be okay. I don't want to give you
Yeah.
any of mine." But then the last couple weeks, it's been more of a, "You want to get a drink? Support the bar." And I'm like, "No."
He changed his approach.
Yeah, maybe I'll eat some of your free popcorn though.
That's how it felt at the shrine. Like, they just kept getting more aggressive.
Oh,
It's almost
yeah.
to buy drinks. I was like, I feel like I'm going to get kicked out for not
Yeah.
It
buying
might
a
be a-
$12 martini here.
Yeah, or a $9 bottle of
They
water.
were like, or just buy a bag of M&Ms. I'm like, that's going to keep this place going?
Yeah, and then you go, how much? They go $6. Like, it's a Halloween size.
I'm like, you guys have a water fountain. I'm not buying a drink here.
Just get some M's, please. So
Yeah.
it didn't really make sense. But I tried. But yeah, the shrine, that was like my first good set really at CG's was talking about the shrine and just complaining about the water, the warm Gordon waters that they had there. And that's one thing I miss about that place is just right away getting aggressively forced to buy something. So
There was also the very long, outright aggressive Facebook posts about how to behave at an open mic.
hell yeah.
That would come about once every week. Adam
Pretty
on
much
the
just
couch
talking
asleep.
about I'm like,
Just a living example.
I feel like if Adam was asleep at the,
You're
here,
not
I would
supporting
be
each
like,
other.
okay.
that's the best thing he could be doing.
No, exactly. It's fine.
It's like, shut
It's-
up.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
We know he's
I've
not
been
doing
slipping
something
him
else.
Ambien in his beers.
Uh huh.
No. He's
just
taking a nap.
moves
Just let
away.
him nap. Let him
He
nap.
fell asleep
Yeah.
last week, and we were like,
It's like, okay, we know he's not causing trouble, causing a ruckus.
We know where he's
somewhere.
at.
who wants him awake?
But
That's
then
crazy.
Rudy threw him under the bus that one time, and then look what happened to him.
Dude,
Yeah.
every place that Rudy has touched, the business has failed.
I don't know.
Not just the mic stopped, the entire business.
I'm not a hater of like the Moonlight thing, but then I saw that it was like $5
$5
two
cover.
drinks. Mm-hmm. Ooh,
Dude,
that's a bold
cover
play.
to an open mic is retarded.
I'm
Yep.
looking around and I'm thinking, I was like, oh, the Moonlight, there's going to be less people here because there's another mic to go to. But I'm looking, I'm like, there's more people here than
more
normal.
people
I feel
here
like people that were going to
earlier.
go to the Moonlight were like, no, let's come over here.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing, but then
Covering a drink minimum in an open mic. It's ridiculous.
no, that is like
yeah, I don't get that.
I did have a guy. I hosted an open mic that lasted one day. It was the Magic Mic, and it was at this. It was during COVID, and it was at this venue that was just like. It was like a show venue, and a friend of a friend was like, "Hey, you want to do this thing here?" And so I got there, and the guy's like, "So can we like charge the comics?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "All right." He goes, "All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sell tickets." And then you buy a ticket, and we give you a beer for a ticket. And I was like, bet, for sure. And we had 5 comics. Nobody bought a beer. I took my free beer, so he's net minus 1 beer.
another problem
And
with
then
that.
he just stopped responding. And I was like, so we're doing it again?
Damn.
Ghost.
I was going to say ghosted, dude.
I always
He
like the
friend zoned you.
Reggie's mic, but like they started doing a thing where it's like costs $20 for a regular audience member. They clear everyone out from the show, and then they charge $20. You get 2 drink tickets, but then like those people aren't paying, so then that it's like they're not
What was
going to
that
tip.
mic?
Reggie's,
Oh.
which is like they give you pizza and like I killed a guy the pizza. So I was going to talk about that tonight. I basically killed him. I kind of take credit for it, but I don't know. We'll get to that later. I killed a guy. So.
Okay, well, we'll put that on the back burner then.
Yeah, I'm kind of like. I mean, I guess we don't have to. It's like this guy was headlining the Ha Ha to Hell show, and then, I think it was the pizza that did him in. And then I even saw on the memorial poster, there's like a memorial show I'm on tomorrow for him, and they put like the poster as him eating a piece of pizza. I'm like, that is okay.
Oh, that's twisted.
That's what
Yeah.
he would have wanted.
He died from pizza?
Yeah, because he was like in a wheelchair and like couldn't move and stuff.
Wait,
he
are
was
you talking about
super.
a guy actually died?
Yeah, right after.
Wait, was this a fat guy or was this the
No,
Was
he's
this
skinny.
the
Crip Daddy?
Crip Daddy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I saw he died, I was like,
Yeah.
finally. You know,
Yeah, I
I've been,
thought
not
put
that
him
I
out of
wanted
his
him to, but I've been
misery,
watching
probably.
him, and I'm like, I've seen him be in the hospital like 9 times. I
Oh,
was like, it's gonna
really?
be- yeah.
Oh,
I was
didn't know
following him on
that.
Twitter and shit.
Oh
Yeah.
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 And he was funny. Like in the, I don't know, like the group chat beforehand, he put like, how many N words do I get or something, and just he was,
You know, I saw him do stand up, and like he was opening for Doug Stanhope, and I was like, this isn't.
Oh,
My daddy's
damn.
dead, but anyway, I was like, this isn't that good.
No, sometimes I think like Ken Flores would it work if he wasn't a big fat guy, but then would it work if he was, if he could
Skinny.
stand? But
No, yeah, I feel like Ken Flores would still be doing good if he was.
yeah,
skinny.
I
But I feel like the Crib Dad. I don't know, like I don't know what got him to be able to open up for Stanhope.
I feel like I don't know, because he was funny though, but it's like you have to build your act around how you look and how people perceive you.
Yeah.
So
I
he
guess
was
it was just
doing-
one joke I saw where I was like trash, but I'm sure
He's-
he has more than
one joke in a 20-minute set, and he's like, this guy sucks.
He probably didn't have 20 minutes.
No,
but,
it's
you know.
probably a little easier if you're in a chair, but no, he was funny, but he's doing, just like people are like, they sit on the stool, they're like, I'm doing sit down comedy today, but he wanted to do lie down comedy was his new thing. So anyway, that didn't really work. They kind of bombed. So I know what it's like too, boys.
You've bombed
Yeah.
before?
I have bombed before many a time.
He's lying right now. There's no
Other
way.
Well,
people-
again, that's. I knew that you had bombed because you've got that aura of masculine energy around you. Like you're more than a man. You're yeah.
He can grow facial hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I think like what a man.
That's
like,
why
I think, what
Marcos
is
can.
that?
Because he does so good every set.
Marcos, whenever
that's
I
why he
see
has
him,
no
he's
facial
so tired.
Because he does so good.
He's perpetual baby face.
It's like he's like he says like I never get to my closer, and like he's like I'm always telling stories, and then
No, he probably has never got to his
He never
closer,
gets
yeah.
to his first joke. That's the, he
He's never
never
finished
gets
an
to the
opener.
opener.
Yeah.
he says, "Oh my gosh, guys, I'm not doing that well today." We're like, you know what? That's part of it too.
I think that's a fun shtick too, though, is just to get up there and never tell an actual joke.
I've
Just,
seen
that's
like,
What we told him last night, actually.
Oh yeah.
there was someone that was like a power hour, like, and they were talking about nothing. They said nothing the whole time. So I thought that was a cool strategy to say no words even.
And it killed.
I don't know. I heard about it, but I don't know if it did
Wait, a guy
well.
went on stage and actually said nothing?
A girl
or the
went up
words
and
were
said nothing,
Like the
which
words.
might have been better. But no, like there's like said no words at all. Just stood there.
Dude, after minute 2, I would have heckled.
I've seen a really old guy at the like old shrine when I like several years ago that went up and only said fuck. And he would just say it in different ways.
No, that's funny.
But like after like a minute or something, it's like, is he gonna keep fucking doing
Nobody
this?
heckled him?
No, he was a really old guy. I don't know.
Do
It
y'all
was a different
swear
time,
even?
Mark.
Yeah, I
Back
don't know.
when dick comedy was around, you could just show your cock.
I feel like
I missed those
But
times.
like I feel
Dan's
like
never
it's
said
cool to do
swear.
that as an experiment, you know. But I don't
No,
think.
Well, now
that,
I feel like if I say fuck, I'm stealing his bit.
yeah,
I gotta watch
it's his
it.
thing.
Yeah.
You don't
It was-
swear really, or say, Danny, you don't really swear that much. I don't think.
I don't really stop myself from swearing.
But you're not gonna make it your joke. Is that it's the F word or
Right.
one of
Yeah, I don't
them?
think
Well,
his
that's not
punchline is
funny.
the F word.
Amy
yeah.
likes using all of them.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing like a good punchline that's just a swear word.
Usually,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
That's what
about-
Khalil kind of. He really.
Well, I also like when people don't get my joke. Then I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
That was funny.
True.
Okay.
That was my favorite part
You don't get that.
of the owner. Of the
You're
comedy-
dumb.
The owner of the Comedy Shrine, when he would do stand up, and every joke that didn't work, he went, "Fuck you guys."
There was some.
Every time, multiple
like
times per set.
He had that many jokes.
Yeah, 4.
Fuck you guys. Let me tell you another joke.
Yep.
There's just like Chicago comic at Shuba's the other day was just like bombing, and they just I can't wait to see you guys like all crush. I'm like, wow, that's like something you say when it really affects you like a
Yeah.
lot to be like mad at us for like you just expect to automatically crush and then
that's
just to take it out on it. That's humor, folks. It's comedy. That's funny.
It's
Is
funny
yo.
because they do mean it from their heart. They really, really are upset.
It's like a moment of weakness where their real lack of discipline comes through, and they just say what they really think. Fuck you guys! You think you're gonna crush? I can't wait to watch you crush.
I'm
And
not
they
gonna
can.
laugh at a thing that you said.
That is so toxic. That's a crazy even mindset to have.
Now
say
add a
that.
fedora.
And
I think that's a risk as a performer.
it certainly is. I feel like you show up there with a fedora on, people expect something out of you, and if you don't deliver it, of course they're not gonna laugh.
And this is the thing: the first time I saw them, they delivered, and they got a lot
Yeah.
when they were brand new. But then the longer it's gone on, it kind of fizzled out very quickly.
Just getting more
and then
and more
it's just
bitter.
been weeks of the bitterness has been building, and it's not a one-time event. That's why it came out so hard. But it was just like, wow, you're doing everything wrong right now, just attacking your fellow comics.
I do feel like it's worth. I love watching bad comedy, especially when I was newer. Because
Not the
then I was like,
podcast.
no, not the. I've never actually listened to the podcast.
Yes, of
I,
course, never.
But I think it's so because you watch it and then you go, oh, I can do that. And then you get up there and you do that and you don't get any laughs. And you're like, this is exactly how I prophesized it.
Yeah, it's not so easy, is it, buddy? You've been on bad comedy. But no, it's I feel like it is an easy out to just be like, yeah, I'm bad. So okay.
That's the joke. Is there is no joke.
It's like, but when are you joking and you're when you're
Comedy
not
jazz
joking?
is the
I
jokes I
suck.
don't tell. That's
I hate when somebody wants something, they're like, "Yeah, I do anti-comedy." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Which I honestly like feel bad because I feel like I don't laugh until someone's fucking up, and then I laugh, and then I think that person thinks I'm like I like that they're fucking up, but I'm like, no, it was just like funnier because I get it. Like, I get that. It's like you took a chance. You said that thing because you thought it made sense, and then it totally didn't work at all. And then I was like, yeah, like, that's funny to watch another performer do the same thing.
Yeah.
And just like, I'm going to bet my money on this joke. And then, no, it's okay. And the pain.
Yeah.
And that's why the
That's
Doctor
funny.
of Laughter continues.
Doctor of
Because people laugh at just like the tragedy that is happening before them.
That's what I
It
get
is a
worried
tragedy,
about when
is
I
a good
laugh at
word for
somebody.
it.
I'm like, I hope they don't think I think they're funny.
I hope I'm not encouraging them.
Yeah.
It's giving them the wrong feedback.
Because a lot of them are unself-aware. The guys who bomb consistently and you're laughing at them, they don't know that that's happening.
That's why you
Right.
need to tell them afterwards. Just be like, just so you know, that was me laughing, and it wasn't because you were funny.
No, it was.
I can't even keep it
Of
real with Dr.
sadness.
Laughter. He walks up to me, he's like, how was my set? And I have to go, good.
I
I
can't
can't go,
watch
dude, you
that.
fucking suck.
Well, some people
Leave.
you have to kind of play the
Leave.
odds of who
Give me
they
the
are.
stethoscope.
Him and his wife that looks exactly the
Punch his
same
wife in
as
the
him.
face
Uh-huh.
for laughing at him. Fucking bitch.
Which is funny. So
She's
he's
hot.
funny sometimes.
See, like they're the happiest little couple. It's
Yeah, it's 'cause
kind of
they're both
adorable.
retarded.
They make each other laugh so hard, but they're the only ones that
They're,
laugh at
dude,
each
they
other's
are
jokes.
equally downsy.
But it is like impressive to be able to
They
become a
look related.
doctor.
They're made for each other because they're brother and sister.
Yeah. Their parents
They're
planned
with each
them
other
that
and
way.
for each other. But yeah, I feel like he needs a doctor of laughter.
He always,
Maybe
So
to
that
prescribe
was-
him some jokes.
Yeah,
he always
nice.
leaves before I can make fun of him. I'm always so mad.
Come back. So that's because you go up last.
I like when people go up
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
sign
make
up
fun
early
of
so you can make fun of him.
people
Okay.
that already left. Like when they're like, I probably shouldn't even say this because they're not even here anymore. I'm like,
Right.
yep,
Now
that's
you're a
right.
dick.
So
Half
now
of my
you just
set
don't say
sometimes.
anything else about
Yeah.
it. Huh? That was probably you last time. Yeah, it was at
That's
the
Mark's
vault. Who did
first
you make
2.5
fun of last
minutes.
time? Who was that? That was like the
Fucking
last
guy
thing I
who
was
left
chanting.
already.
I probably shouldn't
Whatever.
even
What a
talk about all those
loser.
guys that were in dresses at the
Can't
comedy
defend
vault.
himself.
Sorry, man. But honestly, like it is not. I've done the same thing a bunch of times. It just be like, yeah, what about that guy? Oh, he's not even here. I had a whole thing planned.
Because I do that
So I'm
every
gonna do
time.
it.
Every time.
That's the
Mark
always
writes
go up,
this
I'm like-
shit down.
I'm like, Khalil left,
You're like, I'm last on the list. Okay. I planned it. Oh, you gotta wake up early.
That's the meat and potatoes of your set. is
Uh-huh.
You,
Talk
the
about people who
notes
aren't
that
there.
you took throughout the mic.
yeah.
There are a lot of people
For the
walking
people
around.
that
Say 'em.
left after their set.
I gotta say him, you know?
People walking around have no idea what you said about them because they left.
Cunts.
Well, they
But
could always
that's
catch it on the
comedy.
comedian on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yes.
when I get there,
They
I'm
should
back.
know.
I'm posting April right now.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
It's almost April again.
Yeah, I
It's,
thought that last one seemed a little bit far away.
Yeah.
Foolish.
But also, guys, we
Yeah, are you learning from them? From
I
the,
do, actually.
the videos that you're watching from 3 months ago?
yeah. Actually, I'll remember that I had a joke, and I'm like, oh, if I can tell that tonight
Yeah.
Right.
at the workshop. I'm like, ooh. Or it's like cool to be like, oh, I've added tags onto this. I get to see how bad a joke was in the beginning, and now.
You can see like what Brooks thinks about it, and you can kind of get some feedback.
All the adjustments I could have made back then, I didn't.
Yeah, I was like, I should start watching them now.
Right.
I love the idea. Mark
just so good.
I watched it
goes
on
to
the
the
way
feedback mic and he goes, so, all right, so does anybody else have anything they could say about Khalil's set?
Anybody got any
Khalil-
jokes about Khalil?
Khalil's the guy that has really learned.
No, now that's crowd work.
I don't know
Anybody
if
have
he
any
has
jokes?
learned.
And just
You
have
guys have
them
any
do the
jokes
jokes.
to give me?
I've tried that once. It didn't work.
Is your delivery. That's why they didn't.
No, I was hosting and I couldn't think of a one-liner. And I asked an audience member, like, "Hey, what's a joke that maybe we could?"
last night, someone gave me a tag,
You're
but they
a
were
cunt.
like,
I think it was here actually. Yeah.
someone like gave me a tag or like a different way of saying something, and they kept like emphasizing like, I'm not trying to. This isn't me like talking down to you. And then they said it too many times. Where I'm like, now I think it is.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say.
yeah.
It was John Stillman.
Well, guys,
Taller than him, so he wasn't.
I think we may have to land this plane since
We
we
gotta land
do
the
have
plane.
to switch all this stuff.
Yeah, we
Those
got to
are
do
corrupt.
some
I feel like
feng
you're crashing.
shui.
This
Fault,
airplane.
folks, it is.
So, thank you so much for watching and listening everywhere, guys. We appreciate you so fucking much. We love you all individually, every single one of you.
Thank you, and the audience too.
Mwah.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is over.